start recording and then paste it immediately in my notepad. And in addition to that, I want to copy the with you remote to the clipboard buffer, edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then try to log into that account so I can make an outbound call. So I'm selecting another account, scroll down to the bottom and use another account yet, and then paste it. And to log into that, check the email and first of all delete all the spammings, and then go to Google Voice and make an outbound call. So let's go to Gmail first and delete all the spammies, all the outdated messages, select them all, and then delete them. And by the way, this is a development of an algorithm for an AI to automate the AI. So I'm doing it several times in order to figure out the algorithm, and then we'll make an agent that will automate it. And now I want to go to voice and make an outbound call to ChatGPT. For some reason, it doesn't make the outbound call so quickly. We could not complete your call. Please try again later. But it started the call, but it cannot complete it. Let's see how long it takes before it terminates it. Or we can terminate it and make another call and see if that will work. So since there are problems here, I'm going to run also Pissar problem step recorder to record the problems with that. So I'm going to start a new recording. And then hang it up and make another call. Let's see if that works. When I hang it up, notice that it will register as I made another call. Let's try another call. Maybe that will work. Also, I want to make sure that I close any extra windows that are open that I don't need to keep open now. Box, I want to close this one. Close this window. What else is open here that I don't need? Copilot. Close that window. And that one. Close that window. And it seems like ChatGPT won't talk to me. But it registered as a call. I don't know how long the call. Let's try to hold. Try again. Outgoing 7 minutes on Saturday, April 5th. Doesn't work, so we'll hang up or we'll leave it, and I'll go to write some notes in my notepad. It's also not clear if Google will accept it. Let's make a file here just to make sure that I'm still in the right folder. I'm going to copy to the clipboard buffer, then go back to my notepad. The notepad I have two files. The one I need is this one. I want to paste it here, Control V, then close it with greater than sign to mark it, and open parentheses in front, close parentheses at the end, and put a message that it will not expire within 30 days. Control V will not expire, not expire in 30 days. You know what, let's start from another approach will be to copy the phone number instead of using it this way, and try to make another call this way. Let's see if this works. Calling. I don't hear the sound. Why don't, oh yeah, that's why. Okay, maybe now we'll hear something. Don't hear anything either. Let's make sure that.
Sure, we can talk about any. Absolutely. What's on your mind?
Tell me, how can I automate making outbound calls to ChatGPT?
To automate making outbound calls to ChatGPT, you can use a voice over IP service or a telephony API. This would allow you to programmatically initiate calls to
No, because this is just not any number. This is a Google Voice number that I'm calling you on. So how can you set it up on Google Voice? That's the question.
Google Voice number. You can use services like IFTTT or Zapier to connect Google Voice with other applications. Custom coding or integration with third-party. It's a bit complex, but definitely possible. Does that help clarify things?
Yes.
Great. Anything else you'd like to know about that or something different?
Yes. Also, I would like to talk about a halo effect around the head, a talking head on a video on YouTube or any video recording using a hat and a bib on a fishing hat to form a halo around the face of a user so people can recognize the face by the advertising on the halo, on the under brim of the fishing hat, and on the bib or the mask of the fishing hat.
So you're describing using a hat and bib setup to create a halo effect around a user's face in a video, with advertising on the halo and bib. This could be an interesting way to personalize and monetize video content. It's a creative concept. Are you thinking about trying this out?
Yes, I'm doing it as we speak, and I want to find out if anybody else has done it already, if you can make any citation of somebody that has done it already.
I haven't come across any specific examples of someone using a phishing hat or bib to create a halo effect with advertising. It sounds like a pretty unique approach. You want to see what can you make? Have you tried any of those settings in your own research?
No, I haven't found anything. This is why I'm calling you to tell me.
It seems like you're venturing into new territory then. If I come across anything similar, I will tell you. In the meantime, it sounds like you're onto something cool and innovative.
You think that it is relevant to register it as a trademark and maybe a patent or something like that?
If it's a unique and original idea, registering it as a trademarking and exploring the possibility of a patent could be a smart move. This way, you could protect your concept and potentially monetize it. It might be wise to consult with a legal expert in intellectual property to get technical advice. Would you like more information?
Oh, tell me, what do you think? Maybe I should just make a trademark of it.
Starting with a trademark could be a solid first step. It would help you protect your brand and unusual elements of your concept. Once you've got that in place, you can explore the possibility of a patent if your idea has unique and patentable aspects. It's a process, but it sounds like you're moving towards something original. Ready to dive into the trademark process?
I first want to find out whether I can find a partner that will partner with me so I can assess the effectiveness because I don't want to just do it on my own. Because
Finding a partner to co-
uh,
Finding a partner to collaborate with is a great idea. You could look for someone with experience in marketing, advertising, or video production that will boost working events, online forums, or industry groups could be good places to start. Are you
which kind of industry do you think will be relevant, and which kind of company specifically will be relevant to partner with me?
You might want to look at companies in video production, digital marketing, advertising, or even tech startups focused on innovative media solutions. These industries might see the value in your concept and have the resources to help you develop and test it. Consider reaching out to smaller agencies or startups that might be more open to collaboration.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. To work with smaller agencies, also, it's easier because you have one decision maker, and I don't have to deal with a lot of nonsense and committees and people and all kinds of other things that I don't want to bother working with for now until I get a good feeling of whether it is worth the trouble.
That makes sense. Working with smaller agencies can definitely streamline the process and help you avoid unnecessary bureaucracy. It sounds like a solid plan to get a feel for its potential before jumping in deeper. Ready to start reaching out to some potential partners?
Not yet, because I don't have enough time to really spend time working with them. I'm so strapped for time.
That's understandable. Maybe when things have settled down, you can revisit the idea. In the meantime, you could use any spare moments to refine your concept or plan your approach. I'm here if you need to brainstorm or bounce ideas around.
Okay, thanks a lot. Another thing that bothers me is this Google Voice having to make outbound calls every 90 days. So I need to automate that to give me some more spare time so I can focus on other things instead of making those outbound calls.
Automating those outbound calls could definitely save you time. You might consider using a script with a task automation tool or even a custom coded solution tailored to your needs. If you're not into coding, you might find a freelancer or service that specializes in this. Would you like more info on how to set that up?
Now, I'd like to find some way to do it without coding. A no code option. Can you think about a no code option that can use an automated script, but I don't have to code it myself?
You can try using no-code automation platforms like Zapier or IFTTT. They often have integrators that could automate tasks without coding. You could set up a workflow that
I want to use something with AI, like Gen AI, not just AI, but Gen AI, the new technologies, rather than just use old technologies.
Using generative AI for action is an exciting approach. While tools specifically combining in generative AI with no-code automation are still emerging, you might look into platforms that use AI like GPT-based chatbots or AI flow tools. These platforms are evolving, so keep an eye out for new developments. Would you like help finding some of these platforms?
Yes, tell me about them. Specifically, which one is a no code option?
For no-code options with generative AI, you might explore platforms like Bubble or Adara, which are starting to integrate more advanced AI features. Additionally, platforms like Sphere are beginning to offer more AI-driven tools, including integrations with GPT-based services that allow for some level of customization without needing to code. These platforms could give you a starting point to explore integrating generative AI into your workflows without needing to code. Would you like more details on any of these?
Yes, before that, I would like to know which one will fit more in a classroom situation, since I'm trying to use it as an example for a classroom to teach the students how to automate things without coding.
For a classroom setting, Zapier could be a good fit. It's user-friendly and offers a wide range of integrations, including those with generative AI. Students can learn to create automated workflows without coding, which could be a valuable skill. It's also versatile enough to apply to various projects. Want to give it a try in your classroom?
Yeah, I'd like to give it a try in my classroom. Do you think that they
Great
have
choice.
something? Do you think that they have something special for instructors or for classroom, some kind of an educational discount?
Zapier does offer educational discounts and resources for instructors. You can often find special pricing or trial periods for educational use. It's worth reaching out to their support team to inquire about any current offers for educators. Willing to explore further details?
Yes, what is the period, the trial period? How long is it? Would it last the entire semester? That is 3 or 4 months?
Trial periods can vary, but they typically range from a couple of weeks to a month. You might be able to experiment by contacting their support team and explaining your educational needs. It's worth asking if they can accommodate a later release date. Would you like assistance reaching out to them?
That's what I'm wondering. In the meantime, I'm struggling with developing an algorithm for Google Voice. Before I automate it, I need to develop an algorithm. So I look at my Gmail and see that I got a message from Google that says your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days unless you make an outbound call.
It sounds like Google Voice is sending you reminders to maintain your number. If you're developing an algorithm, you could automate the process of making an outbound call when you receive these messages. It's a clever way to keep your number active without manual intervention. Need help refining the algorithm or finding it?
Yes, I need help refining the algorithm, but I need to tell you first what the algorithm is.
Absolutely. I'm all ears. Let's hear your algorithm and we'll refine it together.
So I go to Google Voice and I try to log into a new account that got a message like that. So I scroll down to in that case, it was with you remote was a previous account, and I click on add another account. Then I scroll down further and then select use another account. Then I paste in the account name. In this case, it is mob4 website, which I select, and then I click next. And then I enter the password and I click next. And now I'm logged into the account, so I skip the initial messages.
Okay, you're logging in and navigating through the initial messages. What's the next step?
The next step is to go into the Google Voice and scan the messages in Google Voice and see whether there are any new relevant messages. And if they are not, mark all of them for deletion and click delete so I don't waste time on the server with the messages that are no longer needed.
Got it. You're scanning for relevant messages and deleting the unnecessary ones to keep things tidy. What's the final step of your removal?
The final step is to go to Google Voice, which I'm doing. I'm going to Google Voice, navigating the Google Voice. I select the thumbnail of voice and click on it, and then I examine the log of calls that I've had to see if there are any spam is to be deleted. And then I hold the shift key and I select the spammies and delete them. And it asks me permanently delete this item, and I click yes, delete. And after I deleted it, I make an outbound call to comply with the Google requirement to make an outbound call.
So, after cleaning up spam messages, you make an outbound call to keep your Google Voice number active. Sounds like a solid plan. Now, let's think about automating this process. You could use a combination of email automation to enhance the Google Voice recording and script or automation tools
That's exactly what I want to do, and I was thinking about using the Google Calendar to put to a note every time I make an outbound call, make a note in the Google Calendar 60 days from the current day to make another automated outbound call.
using Google Calendar to schedule reminders for your automated outbound calls is a smart idea. It can act as a trigger to initiate the process every 60 days. You may need to integrate this with a no-code automation tool to handle the rest. It sounds like you're on the right track. Need any help setting this up?
Yes, I need a lot of help setting it up.
All right. First, set up a response attachment calendar. Additionally, my combination looks like a version called by container. You use Google Calendar functionality on Android to attachment an outbound call and trigger the automated process. You can set up selecting the Google Voice, password, and email outbound. If you need detailed steps or run into any issues, feel free to ask.
What are the steps to automate an outbound call from Google Voice?
You can use Google Voice's automation tool to make an outbound call from tools like Zapier, a no-code tool like Zapier, enabling the automatic workflow. For example, set up your code and enter your voice call details and destination accordingly 60 days in advance to make an outbound call. Connect Zapier to Google Calendar. In Zapier, create a new Zap and choose Google Calendar as the trigger.
Okay, now I'm making a folder that is called Google Voice 1, and I save my notes with the account name, such as in this case mob for website. This is the account name. So I save it in Google Voice 1 as a notepad text file. I mark it with the cursor, edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then select file, save as, and paste it on the file name in the dialog box. Then click save, and then mark it with an X and a space in front of the file name. So I type in X and a space to indicate that I've saved it to the file. Did you understand that?
Yes, I got it. You're saving the account name as a text box in a folder, then marking it with X to indicate it's saved. It sounds like you're organizing your files systematically. What's next in your process?
Next, I go to the Google Drive and I select Drive. And when I select Drive,
Okay,
I'm going to upload the folder to Drive. So I click on the plus new and file upload, and I have to verify that Google didn't change the account name on me. Then I select plus, folder upload, and paste the folder name plus the file name. Then I back up all the way to just keep the folder name by itself without the file name and upload the updated folder to Google Drive. And it says upload 14 files to this site. This will upload all files from Google Voice 1. Do it only if you trust the site, which I do, and it uploads it. And then I expect it to give me a message that the upload was successful. So it says 14 of 14 files uploaded, one upload complete.
great. You've uploaded your folder to Google Drive, and it sounds like it was successful. This organization will help you files and notes. What's the next step in your process?
Then I save it as a separate file just for this account. So I'm going to make a new subfolder in my document folder. I navigate to my documents folder on Windows 11. Then I press the return, and then I click new voice, a new folder, and paste the folder name. In this case, mob for website.
You're creating a separate subfolder for each file in your document. And can help you keep everything in order. What's your plan once you've set up these subfolders?
To save the file with the notes in it. In this case, Windows informs me confirm folder replace and asks me, telling me that this
Just
destination.
FYI, there's a monthly usage limit for 1-800 ChatGPT remaining, however. To talk for longer, download the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/download. Now, let's continue with saving your folder. What's next here?
First of all, I have to form the directory. So I form the directory, and then Windows 11 informs me that it exists already and whether I want to merge the folders, the new and the old, and I say yes. And then I navigate on my document list to find the folder that starts with open parentheses mob. So open parentheses and the special characters have priority. So I go to open parentheses and then I look for the letter O, LMNOP. So before M, LMNO. MN, and after N I'm looking for O. After N I'm looking for O. This is mob for web. So MOB for mob. Mob for website. Here I found it. I'm going to open it and save the document there. So I'm copying the path to the clipboard buffer, then insert it in front, Control V, followed by a backslash separator, and then the file name .txt. Copy to copy to the clipboard buffer and save it, and replace the old one with the new one.
Got it. You've copied the file path and saved the document in the correct folder, replacing the old file. It sounds like you're well organized and have a solid system in place. Anything else you'd like to do with this?
Yes, then I mark the file name with with an X and a space, indicating that I saved it, and I want to see where I tried to upload it to the Google Drive again and go down to verify that the upload was successful. No, it wasn't successful, so I do it again. I click the new folder upload, wait for the prompt to come up, and then I paste the new string and remove the file name and keep only the subfolder path. Then I enter and select upload once and click the upload button again, and then click keep both folders, the old and the new, so I have a backup, and then it says 1 of 1 uploaded, which means that the upload was successful.
Great. It sounds like your process of saving and uploading to Google Drive is successful, and you've got a backup too. This level of organization will definitely help in managing your files. Anything else you'd like assistance with?
Yes, and the next thing that I'm using is psar.exe, problem step recorder from Windows 11, to record my interaction. And now that I finished everything, I'm going to stop Psar problem step recorder and save it. So I click the save button to save it.
Using psr.exe to record your steps is a smart move. It's a great way to document your process. Once you've saved it, you'll have a detailed view. Anything else you'd like to go over?
Yes, I'd like to retain also the format. So instead of just saving the new file all by itself, I'm looking at the last file that I have already saved and click it into the file name field.
There's a monthly usage limit for 1-800-CHAT-GPT, and this call is about to end because you've reached it. I'm sorry about that. To keep talking, download the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/download.
Okay, thank you. What I need to do is I need to add an indication that this is a zip type of file, so I put in a period and ZP and a space to be sure that I know that this is a zip type of file. And I also review the path and everything seems to be correct except the date and the time is off. I have to correct that. Today's 8/24 So this is the month of August. So I'm going to put in 8-24. 2025 is correct. Delete then I'm going to put in the day of the week is Sunday, so capital S and lowercase u, and the time of the day is 9:57 a.m. So I started a little earlier, so let's put 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. and then the current time is 9:58 a.m. So I put 9:58 a.m. and the rest is good. So I review again what I've done, making sure everything is intact and ready to go. Copy to the clipboard buffer and then save it. And says the path doesn't exist. So since it has trouble recognizing the path, because I put in something twice, so I have to delete and correct my file name. It's too redundant, and it, I remove the redundant part and try it again and hope that maybe this time I didn't overlook anything. Copy to the clipboard buffer again and select save. I specify an invalid output file path name. So let's paste it again and see what is invalid about it. So C:\\\/ and name documents Psar-1. Looks to me like it is pretty valid. Oh, the extension is not valid. That's the problem. So let's try it again without the extension and see if that was the problem that confused Windows. And click save again. Yes, and this time it worked. So before I forget about it, I'm going to paste it in my notes here, Control V, and then look at click on review additional details and scroll down to see that was 273 steps. Wow. Then I want to start a new recording and proceed to upload to the site the psar.exe one. So I'm going to click plus folder upload and then paste this psar subfolder into the folder name, Control V, and then backspace until I just keep only the path to the subfolder name that includes the zip file of my activities, the problem step recorder. And I upload it. There are 13 files in there, and he's trying to upload them. So I go to my notepad and put some notes that says 13, meaning I uploaded all 13 files, and an X and a space in front of the file name, and file save again. By so doing, I think that it is working on uploading one item finished, and it uploaded all 13 files, and I'm done. So at this point I can go back to this Google Drive to the Google account and pull another account. So I want to make sure that I deleted the previous account, which looks like I deleted it, and then copy the new account message to the clipboard buffer with Control C. And now I'm going to move it a bit to the right and go to my notepad and paste it. This is the new account that I'm going to use, and I'm going to mark it with open brace, a bunch of open braces marks. Control V to paste the message that I got from Google that the account will expire, and a bunch of closed braces. Oops, closed braces to mark the end of the area that I need to use. So now I demark the area with open and closed braces so I can recognize what it is. Copy to the clipboard buffer and navigate to that account. Copy, and then go to that account and see if I can log into that account. So I'm going to go to the previous voice and see if I can switch accounts. I click add another account, then scroll down to the bottom. I say that I want to use another account. Use another account and paste the new account name, Control V. This is Val Tudor Co. And go next and next. And once I log into it, I want to skip all the other things. Not now. And try to make an outbound call to ChatGPT.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me by helping me automate this process that I'm trying to develop to comply with the
Sure.
Google policies concerned Google Voice.
You want to automate a process related to Google Voice? Could you tell me more about what you're looking to do?
Yes, to automate the outbound calls with the Gen AI so that I don't have to make
Okay.
a manual outbound call every 60 days.
Got it. You want to automate an outbound Google Voice call using OpenAI's tools every 60 days. Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
To automate this, you need to set scripts that can integrate with both Google Voice and inputting scheduling a task to trigger the call, and then using GPT to generate or respond to the conversation. Would you like more detailed guidance on how to get started?
No, this is not that simple. The reason being is this Google Voice numbers is also a vanity number, and I have to figure out what does it spell exactly.
Figure out what the vanity number spells and then use it for automated calls. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right. Once you know what the vanity number spells, we can use it for the automated calls. Do you need help deciphering the vanity number?
yes. I need help
Great.
deciphering the vanity number, which is area code 484, 324, and 8264.
To find out what the number spells, let's break it down. The digits correspond to letters on a phone keypad. So, for area code 484, 324, and 8264, hit that. Does that ring a bell for what you're trying to do?
Yeah, but I need to find out what the entire number spell. Are there any utilities that you're familiar with that can tell me what the number spells?
Yes, there are online tools and apps where you can input a phone number and they'll tell you the possible words or phrases it spells. You can search for vanity number generators or find these utilities. Give one of those a try.
Yes, I've just found one and I'm looking at it and it is, I think it is, it spells huge Bitcoin. Let me see. Is that possible? Is that correct?
Absolutely. Huge Bitcoin could very well be a possibility. It sounds like you hit the nail on the head.
So I want to note it in my
Great.
file name so I know that it spells huge
Great
Bitcoin.
choice. That's a clever way to spell it. Will definitely make it stand out.
So I insert into the file name the equal sign and then the words huge Bitcoin to indicate that this phone number spells the words huge Bitcoin.
That's a fast way to keep track. Using huge Bitcoin in your database with an equal sign makes it clear what the number represents.
So right now it reads Val Tudor Co. at the phone number 484 324
Okay, so
8,264 is equal to huge Bitcoin will not expire in 30 days.
but it also includes important details about the call.
Right. So do you remember what is the file name that I just cite, uh, recited to you?
It was call QC call followed by the phone number 484 324 8264 equals huge Bitcoin. Then it will not expire indefinitely.
Right, except that it is a vol, like volunteer.
Got it.
You mispronounce the name of the account is Vol Tutor Co. Vol like volunteer, VOL, Tutor, and Co like the domain name extension CO. Can you repeat the file name?
Sure. It's Vol Twitter Co. Like volunteer, Twitter, and then the domain extension .co.
No, it is not Twitter. It is Tutor, Tutor, Tutor Co. Like a tutorial.
Got it. The file name is Vol Tutor Co. Like volunteer, tutor, and then the domain extension .co.
That's right.
Great. I've got it now.
So now that I got the file name, I'm going to save it
What's the
to a directory that contains all my Google Voice messages that need to be updated. That is called Google Voice One. So I go File, Save As.
Then select the Google Voice 1 directory and save your file there. You're all set.
Yes, and then I back. Oops, I made a mistake.
No worries. What's the mistake? Let's fix it together.
That I misspelled the file name. So now I click the Save button to save it, and after it saves it, I'm marking an X and a space in front of the file name, telling myself or documenting the fact that I've saved it. And then I select File Save again to override the new version with the X and the space in front of the file name. Then I go to the waffle on the email and I'm looking for drive. Then I click on the drive icon and select plus new to upload the folder to the Google Drive.
That's a good way to move files to Google Drive. Once you find the Google Voice 1 folder, simply drag and drop it or select it through the upload option.
So I selected it and then I paste it on the folder prompt on the select folder to upload dialog box, and then I backspace to retain just the path to the subfolder and get rid of the file name.
That's a good approach to ensure you're uploading the correct folder. Once you've got just the path to the Google Voice 1 folder, you can proceed with the upload.
Right, so now Google replies by telling me that it includes 15 folders, one upload complete. So I go back to my notepad and I enter the number 15 to know that the upload was successful and it uploaded all 15 files that were in the Google Voice 1 subfolder. Then I wanted to repeat the same thing, but make it an exclusive folder just for this one account. So I navigate back to my document subfolder, trying to create a new account and select the new folder and then paste the new account name with Control V. Yes, I'm debating how big should I make this folder.
It depends on how much content you plan to store. If it's just for this account, you might not need a huge amount of space. But if you anticipate having a lot of files or large ones, consider allocating more space. What kinds of files are you planning to store?
This is not about the space. This is about the name of the subfolder that I'm going to create. So, how many characters should I make the subfolder itself? In that case, Val Tutor at list the vanity phone number of 484 324 8264 equals huge Bitcoin. Yeah, I misspelled also the name. I put the correct name should be Bitcoin, and I misspelled the I as a T. So now I corrected it, and I open it, and to correct it also in the file name, which I also misspelled. This is the advantage of this redundancy to deal with the error correction when I do it so many times in so many variations. most likely I will catch all the errors. In that case, I would catch my misspelling of Bitcoin as BTT instead of BIT.
You're more likely to catch any mistakes, just like you did with Bitcoin. Nice work in catching them.
And despite all my good effort, I made the mistake again. So, being tired and bored by repetitive tasks, I made the mistake again. So I have to go to my folder again and construct the file name and correct it.
Correcting them now. Take your time and make the needed corrections. You got this.
Yeah, that's a problem because the work is so repetitive that after a while I cannot focus on what I'm doing anymore, and my typing is also atrocious, and I make the stupid mistakes that I cannot even believe that I keep making these mistakes.
It's important to take breaks and give your brain a rest. Is there anything I can do to help make this easier for you?
Yes, you have, but the important thing is not to only to rest, but to have internal controls that will force the user to detect the mistakes in time, even if he's tired. So, for that reason, I have so many backup and recovery procedures to trap the errors in an audit trail that records everything with a screen recorder, a webcam recorder, and a bizarre problem step recorder all going at the same time. Yeah, at the beginning it sounds superfluous, but after a while doing the same thing over and over again, one realizes that it is necessary as in trapping methodology, trap the mistake all the time.
Initially, but those layers of redundancy and tracking become crucial over time. They help catch mistakes and ensure accuracy, especially when dealing with repetitive tasks. It's a wise strategy to ensure nothing falls through the cracks.
Yeah, and uploading so many times the same theme of files over and over again is just so exhausting. Then Google replies, one of one, which means that it successfully uploaded it. And then I note it in my notes. I go back to my notepad and I mark the file with an X in front of the file name and then the number one in the next line, one line after the file name. Knowingly, I have saved the file already in two separate subfolders. One subfolder is called Google Voice 1, and the other one is called Val Tutor Co., which is the account name.
It's a clear way to track your progress and have it saved in both the Google Voice 1 and Vault Tutor subfolders as excellent.
Right, so far I have two local backups. one in the Google Voice account and the other one in the Vault Tutor Core account. And now I'm saving also the recording of Pessar.txt problem step recorder executable. So I will have local copies, three copies on the on the current computer on my laptop, and then I upload all of them also to the cloud.
It's a smart way to safeguard against any potential data loss. Nicely done.
Three different version of the file to follow the grandfather father son algorithms of backup and recovery, triple backup and recovery approach.
Following the grandfather, father, son backup strategy is a solid approach. Three versions of the file at different stages ensures that you can recover from various points in time if needed. It's a robust recovery strategy. Great.
Also, the formats. The two first files were text type of files, unlike the current file is a zip type of file, so I indicate in the file name, I insert I insert the word .zp.
Good practice to keep things organized.
And that is especially important when you watch it in a phone or some other non-Windows environment that doesn't display the Windows file name extensions.
Exactly. In environments where file extensions aren't visible, including it in the name itself ensures you know the file type. Smart thinking.
Like Android, for example. So many times I want to review it on Android, and by the file name I can detect that it has a .zip embedded in the file name, so I know that that is a zip type of file without having to try to open it first, because the Android may not have a utility to open zipped files.
Platforms like Android that may not show file extensions or have a built-in utility to open zip files. It's a practice approach with cross-platform accessibility.
Right, then I start uh, another note concerning this folder. This folder is named Pessar.txt1 to indicate that this is the folder that contains problem step recorder executable type of zip files.
By naming the folder contains the problem step recorder executable zip file.
And now I upload that subfolder to a Google Drive. So again, I will have three subfolders uploaded to the Google Drive. Two of them contain text files, while the current one contains zip files that are produced by Pissar.txt.
Uploading the PSR folder to Google Drive completes your backup set. Now you'll have three subfolders in the cloud, two with text files and one with the PSR zip files. A thorough and well-structured backup strategy.
Exactly as I am watching the uploading one item by Google reporting to me that psar.exe, 13 of 14 files, 3 uploads complete. Now I can go back to my notepad and put the number 14 to indicate that the upload was successful. I type the number 14 after the file name path and the file name in my notes. Try to insert a couple of carriage return so that it separates it from the previous notes, and then file save again. By this time, by this time I also uploaded. I'm using the grandfather father son triple backup algorithm on the cloud. So I have the both of them on the local laptop on Windows 11, and then on the cloud, a total of 6 different copies, but more importantly, 3 different copies on the cloud for this account. Then I go back to my email to delete the email message that is telling me that the Google Voice number will expire in 30 days due to inactivity, and I delete it because it was active, and I just called you ChatGPT, and then I can look for another account that has the same kind of message, and this one it is ITI We Tutor. So I copied the message for the ITI We Tutor account to the clipboard buffer, Control C, and then I will go to my notepad and I'll start another note documenting my outbound call from ITI We Tutor.
Keep things organized. It's a consistent approach, just like you did with the previous account. Ready when you are to start.
So I start by pasting in the message from Tutor and segregating it with open braces and closed braces to clearly separate it from the rest of my notes. And then file, save the new notes with the added information, copy the account name to the clipboard buffer with edit, copy, and then navigating to the previous account. And before I depart from the previous account, I want to go back to the Gmail to verify that I deleted all the outdated Gmail messages. And I see that I have a lot of Gmail messages that need to be deleted. Most of them are spammies. For some reason, I got a lot of spammies to this account.
Organized and ensure you don't miss any important messages. Once you've tidied up, you can move on and handle the next account. Need a
Exactly.
hand with anything else?
Exactly. So I deleted all the spammies, and now I'm going to try to log in to do the new account. I scroll down and I select add another account, and then scroll down again on the Gmail client interface, use another account, and then paste the new account into the email or phone data input of the dialog box. It reads ITI with tutor, and I click next, and then I enter the password and click next, and now it tells me that I'm logged in. So I go into it to try to check the spammy messages. I'm going to go to the Google Workspace and account name first to see all the Google Voice spammies. Select them all, delete them, and then navigate back to the Google Voice, to the voice icon. Having reached the voice icon, I want to make an outbound call. Yeah, make an outbound call. Okay,
Great. What's on your mind today?
I'm trying to establish the
Let's
al-
proceed.
algorithm for
It seems like
making outbound calls to Google.
got it. You're looking to establish an algorithm for making your website. Are you considering switching to the style system, or do you have a different direction in mind?
No, I'm experimenting with various ways to do it.
Exploring different ways to handle outbound calls could be really rewarding. Would you be interested in seeing what they suggest? For example, say something challenging or an urgent message for you. If you need
So I'm pasting the message, starting with the account name. The account name.
you're looking to personalize, you're personalizing the message by starting with the account name. That's a great way to grab attention. Maybe the call feels tailored. What's next on your list?
The account name, ITI with Twitter, an @ to indicate that this is also the Gmail account, and then a message with a vanity phone number that spells it, 484, 938, and 8867 will not expire in 30 days.
It sounds like you're crafting a specific message for the account, including a custom email and a vanity phone number, which will be valid for 30 days. That sounds like a solid plan. Are you looking for any advice on how to implement or improve this strategy?
Yes, and then I'm inserting the path of a folder where I'm going to save it in the local machine, which is a Google Voice 1.
I see. You're planning to save the message in a local folder, possibly related to Google Voice. Setting up this necessarily will make it easier to manage. Do you think this would be appropriate for you?
Yes, it's a very long and boring process that exhausts me, so I'm trying to make it as error free as possible.
Well, that makes sense. Automating the process will create a checklist to help miss those errors and save your energy. Is there a specific part of the process you'd like advice or strategy on?
Yeah, I need to automate it to save myself time.
Automating could definitely free up a lot of your time. Have you considered using scripting or automation strategies, or maybe even integrating with APIs to streamline the process?
Yes, but before I do that, I have to have a clear process that I'm repeating over and over to purify it until it is good enough for replication.
Tips on documenting or refining your process?
Yes, it has trouble saving the file, and I get the message that
Are you encountering a specific
an error from Windows that it cannot find the path. I'm going to paste it again and see what kind of a mistake did I make in this Google Voice 1 subfolder.
It sounds like the error might be related to the file path. Double checking the path, including spelling and folder structure, could help. If you're using Google Voice, make sure the folder path
So you know what? I'll eliminate this path because it's just more trouble than it's worth. There's a bug in Windows that doesn't let me save it. Tells me that it's not a valid name. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't like this file name.
it can be really frustrating when file systems seem picky without a clear reason. Characters or name points causing trouble. Hopefully, adjusting or simplifying the path will clear things up.
Yes,
Figuring in the file name network.
yes, I removed the dot T capital T capital X capital T extension and it still doesn't like it. Select folder to upload, check the path and try again. It tells me that my path is not good. Let me try to copy the path to the clipboard buffer again.
Sure. That sounds like a good plan. Copying the text directly should help avoid any typos. Fingers crossed it works this time.
Let's see, I'll try it again. I pasted it and now I'm trying to focus on the file name, review what I've done.
Taking a moment to review could help spot any lingering issues. I hope it goes smoothly this time.
Try to, oh, this is an upload, that's the problem. Hmm. I made a mistake. That's the problem, I got
Don't
confused.
worry, mistakes happen.
Getting
It's
so
all part of the
confused.
troubleshooting process. What do you think the issue might be?
The issue that I'm confusing uploading and saving.
It's easy to mix those up. Uploading and saving can feel similar but have different steps.
Yeah, right.
Focusing on one action at a time might help avoid confusion. Would you like any tips on
Yeah.
differentiating between the two?
I finally got it to work, and it tells me that, yeah, I'm
I'm
becoming,
glad to hear it's working.
I'm becoming just too
It's
tired.
always a good thing. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
I'm
Anything else you'd like
just
to talk about today?
too tired to be consistent, understand what I'm doing. That's the problem. I'm just too tired, so I will have to wrap it up soon and take a little break because my work becomes so error prone that I cannot even handle it anymore.
It sounds like you've been working hard, and burnout can definitely lead to mistakes. Taking a break sounds like a wise move. Recharge, and you'll come back with a clearer mind. Need any tips on de-stressing or organizing your
I created a subfolder name that is really bad, and I need to delete it now. And that's the problem, that I get to be too tired. I need to scroll up on my folder list, looking for open parentheses ITI. So I'm going to the parentheses area, and I'm looking for the letter I, and I'm looking to save this folder in in the letter I.
It sounds like you're navigating through a long list, and it's easy to get lost when you're tired. Scrolling and searching can be taxing. If you need to organize or rename folders, maybe doing it after a break would help.
Yeah,
Want to give it a try?
I found it now. So I'm copying the clipboard to the clipboard buffer the path. Try to insert it as a prefix to the file name. Control V, followed by a backslash separator. And now I will try to save it.
Sounds like a solid plan. I hope the path works this time. Give it a go, and fingers crossed it saves without any issues.
So I copied it first to the clipboard buffer, then I selected save, and then I pasted it into my notepad. And at this point
That sounds
I'm ready to upload it to my account. So I select plus new and folder upload, and then I'm planning to paste the
sounds good.
folder name on the prompt.
That sounds like the right approach. Pasting the folder name on the prompt should guide the that'll work smoothly.
Then select upload and upload again, and then keep both folders and upload yet again.
It sounds like you're doing a great job. Hopefully, uploading both folders goes off without a hitch.
So far
Okay,
uploaded.
fingers crossed it's all uploaded.
It says two uploads
Great.
complete, and it is 2 and
And
16. So I go to my notepad and mark it as successful. So I put an X in front of the file name and a space to indicate that it was done, and then put the number 2 to indicate that it was two folders in this one subfolder. Finally, I'm ready to get the third folder from psar.exe, so I click stop and review and wait for step recorder to stop. I was clicking stop and review, and now that it stops, I'm going to save. Click the
it's
save
great that
button.
you're
Click the save
keeping
button
track of
on
your
Psar, problem step recorder. So after I click the save button, I'm waiting for it to prompt me with the file name.
it sounds like you're methodically documenting everything, which is a smart move. Once the prompt comes up, saving it with the correct file name will save you a ton of time. Hope this helps you out.
Yes, so I took the previous file name and I overwrite the
That
po-
works too. Overwriting the previous file keeps things tidy and ensures you have the latest information saved. Is everything okay?
Yes, and more importantly, I keep the template of the format the same.
That's a smart move. Keeping the same format makes everything consistent and easier to manage. Sounds like you're on top of it. Anything else I can assist you with?
And then I change the time of the day. This has been the wrong time and the wrong date. I
Adjusting
put a subscript
adjusting the time.
of B
Done.
The day of the week is Sunday, so I put capital S and lowercase u for Sunday, and the time of the day is 10:47 a.m. So I put 10:47 a.m. and delete the previous.
Organizing your files with the correct date and time format makes them easier to find later. Using a consistent naming convention will definitely pay off. Anything else you'd like to go over?
Yeah, it's so tedious and so exhausting that after a while I have to take a break. I'm going to take a break right after this, finishing up with this file because I'm way too exhausted to continue.
It sounds like you put in a lot of effort, and taking a break is a good idea. Moving will help you recharge and come back with more energy. Enjoy your break.
Yeah, the date modified sequence is what I need. I need to have on the top the most recent date. Then I can tell what I'm doing.
Sorting by date modified to have the most recent files on top is a smart strategy. It'll help you keep track of what's past and make your workflow faster.
Yes, so I'm going to paste the file name. This is from psar.exe. I'm not going to record another session of psar.exe since I'm going to take a break, and then the plus new to upload the psar.exe one subfolder. So now I'm going to paste the psar.exe subfolder into my folder prompt, but I need to delete the file name. Just I want to keep just the path to the subfolder and upload the entire subfolder. And then press and enter again and upload. Then it tells me 015. So it is looks like it is going to successfully upload it. So I'm going to put it in my notes. 015 of 5 of 15 or 6 of 15. So 6 of 15. 6 of 15. And then place an X and a space in front of the file name. Then go file save, and I'll finish with this for now. Did you get it?
So, you uploaded the subfolder, and it seems like it's going smoothly. Marking it in your notes with the X and the number of files uploaded will keep you organized. Nicely done. Ready to wrap it up and take that break?
Yeah, but before I do that, I forgot. I'd like to run maybe another session of psar.exe, start a new recording to demonstrate how I'm checking my video file. So I'm going to the camera. That was an hour and a half of recording with this camera software for Microsoft for Windows 11. So I'm displaying the dialog box, and I'm going to stop the recording right now and then double click it to make sure that it works.
Everything is working properly is a good sign. Take your time, and if you need anything else, I'm here to help.
And let me describe to you what I'm doing. I'm pressing the right arrow, the play button, and listening to the video. Let's see if the audio is good. I can see that the image is very nice and crisp.
If the video looks crisp and the audio is good,
So I X out of it because that is perfect. And then I want to check another video that I was recording. This one is a screen recorder. So I'm going to go to the screen recorder, click on the icon,